Hello everybody, so we are dealing with a very interesting problem, and this is not a problem but a series of problems. So we are dealing with three problems. So it is technically a paragraph questions which contains three problems. So the question is stating a marble is bouncing down a stairs in a regular manner, hitting each step at identical points and then rising the same height capital H above each step. Height and depth of a stair each are equal to small h as shown in the diagram. If the coefficient of restitution of each bounce is E, then we need to evaluate air time between two successive bounces, the horizontal component of velocity of the marble, and the height capital H attained by the marble after a bounce. So this is the problem, and let us start by drawing a necessary diagram. So this is the diagram which is already mentioned in the problem. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to do some marking of our own to start solving the problem. So the first thing that we are doing is we are marking the points from where we are going to solve. So we are considering this one as a point of throw or point of O. Then we have this one as a point A. Then this point as a point B. And then this one is point C. And over here what we do is we draw a straight line so that we can measure the height difference as we move from A to B and then B to C. So these are the lines I was talking about. So over here we can definitely say that as we are drawing these lines, so we can say that from this height it is going to attain the same height capital H. So over here if I am marking this as capital H, there should be no problem whatsoever of any kind because we have drawn parallel lines. And then over here from this point to this point, we again have a capital H and a small h. So from here we can say that this height is a small h and the another one is capital H. So from this height to this height is capital H. This one is also capital H which we have. So these are the vertical lines which I was talking about, or technically horizontal lines which we have drawn. So this one is parallel to the stair, this one is parallel to the point A, and this one parallel to point B. Now since height of each stair is a small h, so I can say that the separation between these two parallel horizontal lines is a small h, and from this point O to A it is attaining a height capital H. Each time it is attaining the same height capital H. So we are marking this as capital H. So now we start solving it in this way, that we will first of all solve from A to B, followed by B to C. So over here we are saying along AB. So if we are solving along AB, so at point A and we are solving along y-axis. So in each case we are going to solve along y-axis direction. So also we are mentioning in the y direction or in the vertical direction. So in the path AB, the initial velocity in the y direction is definitely 0. It is undergoing a displacement in the y direction which is in the downward direction h plus h. The acceleration in the y direction is in the downward direction again minus g. And if we also write along B to C, and again over here we are only considering along y direction. So for the collision to take place at B and then acquire some velocity, we are saying that initial velocity along y in this direction be, let us say, u. Displacement in the y direction from B to C is equal to plus h, as after each collision it is going to attain a height capital H. So we are mentioning it as plus h, and acceleration in the y direction is equal to minus g. So over here we can say that as the particle in the direction a to b is covering a total height of h plus h, and then it is undergoing a collision which will definitely change its y direction of velocity, and the coefficient of restitution is given to us as e. So over here we can definitely frame an equation like this, that e times, where e is coefficient of restitution, times root 2g h plus h, and due to this coefficient of restitution, this time it is only going to attain a height root 2gh. Or we can also say in alternate terms that coefficient of restitution e is equal to velocity of separation, which is root 2gh, so as to cover the path b to c, upon velocity of approach, which was 2gh plus h. And obviously there will be some sign, so it will cancel out, and we will again get back to this equation. So either you can directly write this, or you can write it in this way: velocity of separation upon velocity of approach. I am again going back to explain this entire stuff which we have solved so far. So what we have done is, we are first of all calculating the heights. So for the motion from O to A, it is attaining a height capital H, and the problem is stating that after each drop or after each bounce, it is going to attain a height capital H from the point it is colliding with. So again from B to C, it will attain a vertical height capital H. Again at this point, if I mention it as D and E, it will again attain a height capital H. But during its motion from A to B, it is falling by a height h plus small h. So it is falling down by a height h plus small h, where this point is of special significance, because at this point the velocity in the y direction is 0. So at all the peaks, be it point A, point C, or over here we can mark it as point E, at all these points the velocity along y direction at that instant of time is 0, and then the motion is taking place subsequently. So over here, when we are writing this equation like this, so we are writing velocity of separation to velocity of approach. So after the bounce, this value will be multiplied by the coefficient of restitution parameter, and then we obtain an equation like this. Or you can do this way. So these are both alternate parts. These are not two different parts. We are just writing an alternate equation. So I am writing over here or. They both mean the same. So otherwise students will get confused that it is something else. They both mean the same. So either you can write it this way, or you can write it this way. So now if we solve further, that is we obtain E square h plus h is equal to capital H, and from here we get the expression for capital H, which it is going to attain, and it is equal to E square h upon 1 minus E square. Now this result is also of importance in the idea that this is the answer to problem number 27, which is technically the last part of this paragraph, and it is matching with option D. So we can say that 27 matches with option D. So we have solved the one part of the problem, that is alternative D is answer to the question number 27, which is technically the third question of this paragraph. So now let us get back to the problem, and now we are trying to understand the time of fall or the time duration of motion, and again we will be using the y direction to solve this entire problem. Only when we are displacing the particle in this forward direction that we are going to use the x equation. Otherwise y is enough for us to solve this entire problem. So again time duration. Now the question is asking us air time between two successive bounces. So between two successive bounces, so either you can calculate the time from O to A and then A to B, or you can calculate time from A to B and then B to C. So since we are solving A to B and B to C, so let us do it this way, that if we calculate the time interval between the particles starting from A and reaching point C, we will also get the air time between two successive bounces. So we are solving for time from A to B. So we are solving for time A to B. So time from A to B. So over here we have all the parameters written along A to B. So initial velocity, 0, displacement and g is given to us. So we can simply solve using s equal to uyt plus half ayt square, and from here we get time AB. So this is minus of h plus h, ut is 0 minus half g TAB squared, and therefore from here we get TAB is equal to 2h plus h by g square root. So over here if we substitute this value of capital H, that is e square h upon 1 minus e square, so we can get this entire answer in the form of a small h. So we get 2 by g, and then we are writing capital H is e square h upon 1 minus e square, and then we are adding plus h. So this is the expression which we get, and then on valuation we obtain the expression as 2h upon g 1 minus e square, and square root of this term. So we obtain an equation like this. So as the particle is moving from A to B, and what we have done is we have substituted the value of capital H over here from the part which we have already solved above, and the next part is to solve from B to C. So time from B to C, time from B to C. So for this also we already have the expression, and hence we are again using sy equal to uyt or half at square, or we can directly use the equation. The time interval from B to C is going to be root under 2h by g. So it is attaining a height h, and then again if I substitute the value of capital H, we get 2e square h upon g 1 minus e square square root. So this is the expression for TB to C, and now if we calculate the total time for which the particle was in air between two successive bounces, so therefore the total time t between two successive bounces is equal to time from A to B plus time from B to C, and if we add them together, so we get 2h upon g 1 minus e square 1 plus e, and this one will be in a square root. So we have taken common and then we have written it like this. So we can also write it in this format, 2h 1 plus e upon g 1 plus e 1 minus e, and square root of this entire term. And over here on solving we obtained 2h 1 plus e squared. So 1 plus e will be cancelled out, and then we will be having g 1 minus e in square root. So this is the total time between two successive bounces, and over here if we look at this, it is matching with option A. So for problem number 25 we can say that it is matching with option A. So for problem number 25 it is matching with option A. For 27 it was matching with D, and for 25 it is matching with option A. And now we are dealing with the one more part, which is 26th problem, the horizontal component of velocity of the marble. So now for calculation of horizontal component, so we are solving along x-axis. So this is the only time that we are going to solve along x-axis, So there is a component of velocity along x-axis which we are looking to solve, which is definitely responsible for the displacement as the marble is going from one point to another. So over here we can say that the displacement in the x direction. So if we come back to this original diagram, so we can say that displacement in the x direction between two successive jumps. Again, if I read the paragraph again, the paragraph is stating a marble is bouncing down a stairs in a regular manner. So in a regular manner, hitting each step at identical points. So over here we can say that if each step is at identical points, over here if I say it is missing it by a distance x, so this is h minus x. So again, if this is x, this is h minus x, and then h minus x plus x will give us h. So that I hope you are understanding this. Otherwise I can just mention this, that if this entire width over here can be written as x, then this distance will be written as h minus x, and then over here again it will be written as h minus x, and this part will be written as x. So eventually the displacement is taking from x plus h minus x. So displacement in the x direction will be written as x plus h minus x. So we have displacement in the x direction is equal to h. So since this line is stating that a marble is bouncing down a stairs in a regular manner, hitting each step at the identical points. So using this idea we have written this, that displacement in the x direction is equal to h. So displacement in the x direction is equal to h. Initial velocity in the x direction is not known, we are looking for it, v. And the time duration or the total duration of time we have already evaluated as 2h 1 plus e by g 1 minus e square root. So therefore if we simply apply the equation that displacement along x is equal to u xt, as acceleration in the x direction is 0. So therefore if we are solving this part, then we get h equals v 2h 1 plus e by g 1 minus e square root, and therefore from here we get velocity v is equal to gh 1 minus e upon twice of 1 plus e, and then square root of this entire term. So this is the horizontal component of velocity of the marble, and this is problem number 26 whose option is matching with C part. So this is the problem number 26 whose option is matching with C part. So 25, 26, 27, all the three parts are solved. So this was technically a paragraph which originated in the textbook Pathfinder, book for Olympiad and JEE Advanced. So this is the wonderful paragraph which we have come across. So it is a wonderful paragraph where we have discussed the concepts of two-dimensional motion along with the concept of coefficient of restitution, some basic of geometry. So it is a perfect problem to understand physics and apply the concepts of physics. So I hope you like the problem which we have solved. So do continue to watch us for more such videos, interesting videos. Do like, share and subscribe.